Have a Kit Kat.
Live, local, now. This is WDBD Fox 40 News.
The city of Byram could soon be a major step closer to coming off of Jackson's water system. It all depends on if the two cities can come to a deal. Fox 40's Brendan Hall has that story.
We're at the mercy of the city of Jackson, and we don't elect those people.
When water cuts off in the city of Byram, residents like Claude Rawworth have no one they can hold accountable.
We appreciate being with the city of Jackson these years, but now we have a city of Byram and we need our own water. And we need somebody we can go to that we elect, our mayor and alderman that we can go to if things don't work out.
Just last week, Rawworth says the toilets inside his office building weren't flushing and his retail and office customers were without water too. Byram Mayor Richard White says the outage was caused by a contractor who damaged a water line because the city of Jackson didn't mark it.
It's not right for us to spend a lot of our time worrying about water problems. And nowadays, when I get a call about a new business coming, they say, well, you got your water yet? And that's the first thing that comes out of their mouth. And that's what we got to be particular about. I mean, we don't need the word out that we can't take care of the water. And we can take care of our own water.
Before Byram can take care of its own water, they need to take ownership of the miles and miles of underground distribution lines that provide water to the city's homes and businesses. Mayor White says a firm assessed the value of those lines and determined they're worth $5 million. That's the number he's offering to the capital city to take them over, but Jackson's mayor says he wants to conduct an assessment of his own.
I believe that, as the mayor and as an independent city, they have the right to autonomy if they want that. They have the right to operate their own system, but we have a right to be appropriately compensated for the investment that we've made.
In Byram, Brendan Hall, Fox 40 News.
In Adams County, a man will spend the next 15 years behind bars for molesting a 6-year-old. Norvell Box III was sentenced to the maximum penalty allowed under the law. The sentence comes after the mother of the child filed a report with the Adams County Sheriff's Office. Box will have to register as a sex offender once he is released. And the legal battle over House Bill 1020 is continuing to play out in federal court. Now, you may remember earlier this year, the NAACP filed a federal lawsuit claiming the bill was unconstitutional, even naming the state's Chief Justice Mike Randolph as the party in this case. During a hearing today, a judge cleared Randolph from the lawsuit. Randolph is in charge of appointing the 4 yet-to-be-named judges. Well, today, Judge Henry Wingate issued an abbreviated opinion detailing why he thinks the Chief Justice should be removed from the lawsuit. Judge Wingate says this is not a traditional municipal court, and Randolph would be acting well within the duty to appoint 4 temporary judges because the law requires him to do so.
I was pleased with the oral rulings that Judge Wingate gave, which I think are the correct rulings, but I'm reluctant to say anything else in light of the fact he said he was going to do a written order, and I'd rather wait out of respect to him before I made any further comment on it.
Now, following this decision, plaintiffs asked for a temporary restraining order against the 4 judges who would be appointed, preventing them from taking office. Judge Wingate plans to issue his official order on Randolph by the end of the week. Once that order is issued, the federal judge says he will then decide on other rulings regarding House Bill 1020. And developing tonight, the Meridian School District received a judge's approval Tuesday to shed federal supervision in a decades-old desegregation lawsuit. The Justice Department announced in 2013 that it would enter a consent decree with the district to improve disciplinary practices. The DOJ's investigation found Black students received harsher disciplinary consequences, including longer suspensions than white students for misbehavior. The desegregation lawsuit against Meridian Schools was originally filed in 1965, and a federal judge ordered the district to end discrimination based on race in 1967. And we are tracking showers on the radar. First Alert meteorologist Peyton Garrison is here with all the details. Peyton.
Patrice, yeah, we've seen a little bit of rain over the course of this afternoon, but coverage is slowly starting to die down right now on live First Alert Doppler radar. As you can see, there are still some light patches of rain, maybe some sprinkles falling to your location, but the steady showers that we were tracking a couple of hours ago have basically fizzled out. Live look from our First Alert sky cam from the Sheraton at Flowood, still sprinkling out towards this way as the light rain falls down. We're under the clouds, and that cloudy conditions and the rain has cooled things down quite a bit from the mid-80s from this afternoon to 70s, 75 in Jackson and out towards Raymond, 75 also out in Flowood, and 73 degrees in Ridgeland. Tomorrow looks pretty similar to today, more clouds, that chance for rain and highs in the mid-80s, but we do have some warmer weather ahead of us. I'll have more details on your full First Alert forecast in just a few minutes.
Smith County continues to deal with wildfires, and crews have been out for weeks trying to fight them. Fox 40's Holly Emery has that story.
Wildfires spanning over 400 acres have been threatening homes like this one behind me for nearly 2 weeks. But fire and emergency crews have a few ways to keep the fire from reaching the back door. Fire crews and sheriff's departments from Smith and Jasper County, as well as several other agencies, have been working together for 2 weeks to keep wildfires in the woods from spreading towards 14 homes. According to Meacham Harlow with the Mississippi Forestry Commission, 3 of those homes are within a few hundred feet of the blaze.
We're trying to get containment, but now it's starting to threaten structures, homes in the area. And so we have brought in a lot of resources for precaution. We have got personnel, emergency responders, VFDs, tankers, brush trucks at each house, wetting it down. They will stage there until further notice.
Harlow says how the fires began is still under investigation at this time. However, she says drought conditions have allowed the burn to continue for so long. Coming up at 9, we'll have more details on how this fire is impacting Smith County. In Smith County, Holly Emery, Fox 40 News.
And a dog attack over the weekend in Rankin County left a victim with significant injuries. According to the Southwest Rankin Fire Department, the incident took place Saturday evening near West Mountain Creek Road. Rankin County deputies and Good Samaritans who were passing by were already on the scene when firefighters arrived. The patient was then taken to a local hospital to be treated for their injuries. We have reached out to the Rankin County Sheriff's Office to learn more about their investigation into this incident. And we first told you yesterday about Jackson Police Department's Precinct 2 moving to Westland Plaza. Well, today, our Rosalind Anderson is speaking with residents and shoppers in the area who say this is bringing them some relief.
I really feel safe and secure now.
The Jackson Police Precinct 2 in Westland Plaza is a welcome sight to area resident Alicia Dennis. She says she had to be extra cautious because of people approaching her for money in the past.
It gives me a sense of security that when I get out my car, their presence is known and I don't have to worry about people trying to rob me, take my car, or assault me or do anything, knowing that the police department is here.
Precinct 2's more than 30 officers recently moved from the Metro Center's aging building into the shopping complex.
And as citizens go by, they'll see the police cars there. We had a lot of issues with some vagrants and businesses being burglarized at Westland Plaza. We feel right now that's going to be completely eradicated with a strong police presence in that area.
I was wondering why we didn't have no precinct over in this area.
Jeffrey Smith walks to Westland Plaza for exercise, to go shopping and see his doctor.
I love it.
Why?
Because we need it over here. We have had break-ins and we have had, other things going on.
Chief Wade said the new location will also bring more security to nearby Provine High School and at sporting events at Hughes Field.
I think it's going to stop and prevent a lot of this crime that's happening.
In Jackson, Rosalind Anderson, Fox 40 News.
And 3 companies are vying for the opportunity to provide ambulance services in the capital city. Yesterday, the city received 3 responses from Pafford EMS, Amari Pro EMS, and Priority Ambulance. The Lumumba administration issued the request for proposals last month. They will now be evaluated and scored based on the criteria in the RFP. The top scoring company will be presented to the mayor for consideration. The city is currently served by AMR, which has a contract with Hinds County. And coming up, we're getting reaction from you tonight as a local staple in the Jackson community prepares to close its doors after 80 years in business. Stay with us. You're watching Fox 40.
It's the MasterChef restaurant takeover.
Hell's Kitchen.
It's a crossover, baby.
Anything you cook tonight is a direct reflection on me.
Half of us are going home.
Are you okay?
This is insane.
Stop rushing.
This is a nightmare.
The finale is literally around the corner.
The MasterChef semifinals tonight.
A Jackson restaurant you may have eaten at over the last 83 years is set to close its doors this Friday. Fox 40's Joseph Doring takes a look at Beatty Street Groceries and its final days.
83 years ago, this building was purchased for only $250, and ever since, the Beatty Street grocery store has served as a Jackson staple for those not only just looking for good food, but also good times. The final day for the store is inching closer, but the line to get a home-cooked meal Wednesday made it look like it had just opened. Customers packed the store all day long, sharing stories of when their parents took them here for the first time and what kind of food they ordered. Some were first-time customers, and many were regulars throughout the many decades the store has been open. But the one constant among everyone is that this place will be dearly missed.
Like I said, we worked around here and everything, you know, and so every time we was close here, Dad brought me here at lunchtime, you know, and had aisles and stuff in here when I, you know, you could buy bubble gum and all everything else in here. It wasn't just like this. It was always awesome though.
The Beatty Street grocery store is set to close this Friday, September 15th. So if you haven't gotten down here to get a blue plate special or a signature sandwich, the clock is ticking. For now, reporting in Jackson, Joseph Doring, Fox 40 News.
And a health alert is issued about an increase of RSV activity across parts of the southeast. But there's a major development since last year's busy season. This year, parents have a new prevention step against RSV. FDA approved a new antibody shot for newborns and infants during their first RSV season. And a vaccine for pregnant women is now available that could give babies protection for the first 6 months of their lives.
We used to think this was really a preemie type of disease, that the younger premature children were the higher at risk, but actually UMC partnered with a bunch of hospitals all over the United States, and we actually looked at who was affected worse and ended up in the ICU, and actually full-term healthy babies are just as effective and end up in the ICU just as much as the young preemie children that we know used to end up in the ICUs.
And Children's of Mississippi had RSV increases the last 2 summers. A study shows that most of the babies who were critically ill with the virus had no pre-existing conditions.
80s for high temperatures today, but it may not be long before 90-degree weather makes a return. I'll have a look at your first alert forecast when we come back.
Watch Chief Meteorologist Dave Roberts on Fox 40 News, weeknights.
That's all.
Our stretch of 90-degree weather has finally come to an end today thanks to the clouds and also the rain that's been around at times for parts of the area. 86 for the official high temperature at the Jackson International Airport this afternoon. That's 3 degrees below normal for this time of year. Average high for today, 89 degrees. We're actually not even in the 80s anymore thanks to the rain-cooled air, which has cooled things off in many locations. But unfortunately, that rain has really tapered off in most locations. We had some raindrops on the camera lens from our first alert Skycam at the Riverwalk Casino Hotel a little while ago, but that has since gone away again as that rain has really fizzled out. But still seeing the clouds and temperatures in the 70s. 73 for Vicksburg right now. Natchez or even cooler, sitting at 72 degrees. It's 75 in Jackson, slightly warmer the farther south and east you go, but still not all that bad. Only 85 degrees currently in Macomb. This is all from this front, which we were tracking yesterday. It's now just off to our south and has basically stalled out is probably going to hang out close by for at least the next 24 hours or so. This will keep the clouds around and also that potential for some passing showers overnight tonight into tomorrow. Coverage on First Alert Radar looked pretty impressive, especially about 2-3 hours ago or so, but the farther east those showers have tracked, they really just fizzled out, but there's still some light rain on the radar, especially out towards Adams, Franklin, and Jefferson counties this evening. Maybe a couple sprinkles falling across the parts of the metro area, but shouldn't really have any major issues for anyone traveling out and about on the roadway. Some showers may be possible overnight tonight and may even see an uptick in coverage early tomorrow morning. Again, as this front hangs close by, this will keep opportunities for rain in the forecast. Overnight tonight, we'll see temperatures fall to the 70s, especially area-wide by around the 10 o'clock hour. Most of us holding steady in the 70s tonight, maybe seeing some upper 60s to start off your Thursday tomorrow morning, where there could be more development of these isolated to scattered downpours, which may have an impact on some's morning commute. So just keep that in mind traveling out on the roadways. Really at any point in time tomorrow, chances for scattered showers continue through most of the day, but likely wouldn't be anything widespread. Tomorrow may look and feel very similar to today. Temperatures running near and just below average, middle and upper 80s for high temperatures tomorrow. That chance for rain continuing into the afternoon hours, but by the end of the day, especially into tomorrow night, we should see that front drop farther away from our area, and that will allow for that chance of rain to really taper off as we head into tomorrow night and into your Friday. Very, very active out in the tropics. We've got 2 named systems and even one disturbance that could become a storm or depression here very soon. That has a 90% chance for development over the next 7 days. But Lee, we've been talking about Hurricane Lee for quite some time now. It's heading north and could make landfall by this upcoming weekend out towards the New England area. That's where tropical alerts are in effect out ahead of Hurricane Lee's arrival, even a hurricane watch in effect for the Maine coast. Right now, Lee is a Category 2 hurricane, no longer a major hurricane, but still can make landfall as a hurricane by this upcoming weekend, again out towards Nova Scotia, the New England area, before tracking off to the north and east. Not a problem for us here in central Mississippi. Here's a look at our 7-day forecast here at home. Some showers possible tomorrow with temperatures in the mid-80s. We may also see some rain early on in the weekend on Saturday, but following this weekend, we warm up to the low 90s with brighter skies in the forecast this time next week.
A former Mississippi school superintendent has pled guilty to falsifying attendance records. Bill Brand was indicted and arrested in August 2021 for false representations to defraud the government. Brand falsified students' attendance records at the Alcorn Consolidated School District in October and November of 2020. He used the school district employees' student management account without their knowledge to increase the funding provided by the state. And coming up in today's Take a Look at This, a 20-mile-long mistake painted in bright yellow, and the bar bet backfires when a Hall of Famer goes down. And here's tonight's programming lineup on Fox 40. Take a look. For coverage that's straight to the point and live, tune into Fox. Over 30,000 roses were handed out at Greenbrook Flowers today as they celebrated Good Neighbor Day. Each person received a dozen roses for free. The staff at Greenbrook only had one request, that they give 11 of the flowers away to 11 different people in the name of friendship. The idea of Good Neighbor Day has spread to flower shops around the world, but it began right here in the capital city.
My dad started it back in 1994 because he loves Jackson and he wanted to bring a sense of community back to it. So we've been trying to keep it going. He died in 2008 and we're still going strong. It's great. I love it. It's nice to see people coming out and enjoying it.
And the event has also become a way to show love to animals. All donations and proceeds from the raffle items will be given to the Animal Rescue Fund of Mississippi. And when is a lane not really a lane? When it was laid down by mistake and causes confusion on a highway. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at This.
Confused drivers on a Florida highway were seeing yellow after a pavement-marking vehicle made its mark where it wasn't supposed to. The errant yellow line zigzagging between lanes on I-95 ran for more than 20 miles, making it one very lengthy error. Motorists were understandably perplexed.
I mean, did it confuse you at all? I wasn't sure which way was the line to go on.
Yeah, you get what he's saying. If you followed the yellow slick road, it led straight to the parking lot of a local highway construction company. Department of Transportation officials later confirmed the company made the mark by mistake and said work has already begun to remove the golden gaff. They also reminded drivers to always be aware of lane shifts and any unforeseen circumstances. From an oozy yellow oops to a Wisconsin watering hole whoops. To celebrate, or more likely denigrate, former Green Bay Packer Aaron Rodgers' Monday Night Football debut with the New York Jets, Milwaukee bar Jack's Pub was offering to pick up patrons' tabs if the Jets lost.
I mean, I'm not necessarily opposed to Rodgers, but tonight I'm thinking with my wallet instead.
So when Rodgers left the game injured in the first quarter, naturally folks figured the Jets' fate was sealed and started running up their tabs.
I'm going to start drinking heavy. All game we're going to drink them.
But when the Jets made an improbable overtime return to win the game, ballooning bar tabs, some as high as almost $200, came due, and the bar cashed in. It just goes to show, when betting with your beer belly, don't forget, any given Monday. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
And the home famous for its exterior featured on the Brady Bunch recently sold for $3.2 million. That's nearly 42% below the asking price. That's not even how much HGTV paid for the property in 2018 before investing thousands in it for a complete remodel. The home was rebuilt and designed to replicate the set of the 1970 sitcom. The listing says it's the second most photographed home in the U.S., behind the White House. Peyton is back with a final check of the forecast. I've got some raindrops today when I was coming outside.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of rain today. Unfortunately, wasn't everything everyone saw, but maybe you'll have an opportunity to see some more tomorrow. Tomorrow may look and feel similar to today. Some clouds around, not very warm in the mid-80s. This weekend and next week, though, could be a little bit warmer. May see low 90s for highs, but that's still not all that bad compared to what we have seen so far this summer.
I mean, we've seen 100-day days, and it's really hot outside, so I'm happy just to see a little rain.
Yeah.
You know, we need more. We need more. Thank you for joining us. See you right back here at 9. Have a good evening.
If you've ever wished you could take buffalo chicken dip wherever you go, today's your lucky day, because Sonic stuffed it in a crispy portable bite. Now wish for something else, like more hands to hold your bites. Sonic $2.99 buffalo.
Watch